Yeah, maybe we should just have more wall spikes, like, hidden in the walls. Like those occasional bugs.
No. Those are a bad meme.
Yeah,
they're very clearly
awful.
unintended. They're bug caused by bizarre issues with the
Level
room
gen.
overlaps.
Yeah, there's some
level
wacky
generation,
level
yeah.
gen in Zone 4
And
sometimes.
I mean, Ryan Clark has always prided himself on making a roguelike that feels very fair. That, like, every time you die, you can pretty much always
Say why.
have, you know, look at it and go, okay, yeah, that was my fault. I should have done this instead. But when you're just phasing through a wall and you suddenly hit a bounce trap that dunks you into a spike trap or something like that,
Yeah. Oh yeah,
No,
we've all
you just
got our
feel cheated.
experiences with the occasional time where Necrodancer just screws you over. That's of course my loss of my monk streak. My monk deathless streak was a wall gold hidden behind a torch in Zone 3.
oh yeah, I hate that.
And
I
I was
hate
like,
that so much.
rip streak! I was so mad. Oh, man! Pan's taking a little bit of a thwack there from King Konga, so he's going to be going right down the stairs, not getting his weapon. Let's see how big of a deal that was, as Invert is about to pick up his weapon now.
Yeah. Let's see
Titanium,
what it is.
Titanium Cat. and we're
Titanium
actually-
Cat. Oh, that is a huge deal. Titanium Cat, such a
it's
strong
fast.
weapon. Pants immediately snap killing for that Titanium Spear. He wants to just make up the difference from missing that that flawless and just get on a stronger weapon ASAP so he can
Yep.
keep putting the pressure on.
I feel like that is a smart move, even though Titanium Spear is definitely not nearly as fast as a Titanium
Yeah, I
Cat.
think it's rather not put pressure on, but have a fighting chance at keeping up with the pressure that he's going to be feeling from Invert, because Titanium Cat, such a fast weapon.
Yeah.
Spear,
Especially top-tier players, I would
not
say.
so much.
Yeah, Spear is
Yeah.
really fallen down on my sort of...
Yeah,
Speedy
Spear is
weapon.
generally kind of regarded as one of the weaker weapon types among top-tier racers. It's above things like the whip and the bow, but that's just above the dagger probably, but that's about it.
And not always, too. Sometimes I'd rather a dagger over a spear. I mean, the dagger allows you to scoot between things. Sometimes you get hung up on things. I know that a base spear has gotten me killed in Zone 1 a few times just by getting caught by a white monkey just by some sort of unexpected movement. So you got to be careful with that kind of stuff, too. Where did Invert get that Ring of Peace? Was there a peace shrine that I missed?
Yes, I believe I kind of caught
He
that
went
in my
up
peripheral.
when
there was
Pants
a-
went down or something like that.
Shrine of Peace on, I want to say it was 2-2? I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was in Zone 2, and that is a blunderbuss.
But
So not taking
that-
the blunderbuss. And we are pretty much neck and neck, but I mean...
yeah, in
That
spite of all that talk
shot.
about how much faster of a weapon Cat is than Spear, it's still pretty even.
Yeah,
Pants pushing
Pants had the lead.
really hard with this minimal build.
Yeah, but he just... Oh, dagger phasing is a nice find.
Yes,
I wonder if
looks
Invert's
like he's
gonna
heading for
find
that.
He did, and he will take it as well. Although Invert finding lead boots for the goo, and also he found a blood shovel. So that's some really solid pickups for late game there, and I don't know if Pants is going to find them all that quickly.
Oh, Pants finding a transmog.
Is he going to go for the blood
looking
shove?
to get a what? Just
No, Obsidian. Dang it. That's too bad. That might cause a little separation right at the very end here.
yeah. I
Let's,
think there was a blood shovel earlier, so probably the entire shovel pool exhausted and having to go
There
through
we
the
go.
full cycle of them.
Mhm. So you
Which,
know
yeah,
that
you don't
have to
see
buy
Obsidian shovel from the transmog all that often, but when it does show up, it kind of bites because you're generally looking for that blood shovel.
Whoa, Pants with... What a situation Pants was in there. That just was like non-stop. Here, I'm going to just throw that up there since he's conjuring.
Yeah,
and not
really
getting much.
throwing,
It was
really
just
kind of
a
threading the needle
crazy
there.
situation there. And he ended up having to get hit. All right, I'm going to take that back down because he's on to his next zone. Did not get anything from the conjure shop.
Yeah, didn't have the money for it.
Oh, of course. Finding a holster. And slightly ahead, of course. Whenever he sees a shrine, he's going to bomb. He loves the...
Holster with the dagger of phasing actually has some potential
Yep, it's
kind
quite
of
good.
bizarre, really fast strats in in
Coral
Zone 4.
Rift
We've seen
is a
it
good
before.
example also. Oh yeah.
I'm trying to remember who did it, but we saw a race last season where someone had a holstered dagger of phasing and just immediately opened every floor with throwing the dagger of phasing and hoping that they hit a warlock.
Yeah, I do recall that, and I love that, especially, well, you need another weapon so that you don't just die. Both racers getting hit there, and so not going to be able to check their chests, going to be moving right on to Zone 4. Pants is in the lead right now, just a much more minimal build. We'll see if Pants can actually do something about, or like maintain his pace. I'm not sure.
Yeah, much stronger build on Invertt's side.
This is not good. This is ugly. I might be using the fireball spell all the time.
Yeah, I think double fireballing here to take out that dragon, not going to be a bad idea.
Of course, it's just a green dragon for Invert, because he's got that or the
no problem at all.
Ring of Peace.
Gonna get that potion as well.
Potion. Pretty much always worth it to dig in there for the potion, unless you're at half a heart. When you have the blood shovel, I mean.
And Pancelor being so aggressive, despite having an indisputably slower item
weaker build
composition than Invert, still actually going faster than Invert is.
Yeah, he's playing well with minimal. I've always thought of Pants as kind of a he's a scrappy racer, and he definitely puts some pretty minimal builds to their paces, and he seems to be doing that here in pretty good fashion. Ooh,
some really unfortunate placement on that goo there from bombing that golem there.
Yep. And
not going to be able to dig through that. Having to squeeze through that little tiny choke point there, it's going to slow him down.
And puts Invert ahead. Now he's going to be picking up the...
and jumping into that Banshee. So
takes some damage and loses... Oh, keeps the Lucky Charm, but it was a little dicey. But now he's really gone slow here. There's that phasing wombo combo.
Yeah, Pants kind of hesitating to move on. That Shrine of Phasing. I think you have to take that.
Yeah, for the quick kill with the one bomb.
At this point, one bomb. You don't really have much of a build anyway, and you will keep your spells on cadence too. So, but yeah, no skipping it, and I think that's maybe a little bit of unfamiliarity with Shrine of Phasing, because let's be honest, Shrine of Phasing in 95% of situations is absolutely terrible to take.
Yeah, and especially in Zone 4. Typically, you are not wanting that in Zone 4. All right, we're gonna see some crazy heart transplant strats here. He's just trying to line up.
Really scoot with the heart transplant, but Invert's already done.
Yeah, Invert is done. So GG, well played. Sub 8, like I said. Congratulations, Invert, on your victory. Pants just kind of slowing down. Also, a little bit of just some unfortunate not finding of things. He's also butt puzzling right now, which of course is again why he should have taken that phasing shrine. And a GG in the chat from Pants and Invert as we're gonna get our next race started in a sec. Oh, he died. Got hit by a turnip.
He just walked into his own bomb.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah.
All right, they're readying up. Let's get this next race underway. GG's all around. It's a good Dead Ringer strat. Yeah, if you've got the Dagger phasing, it's a good one there, Stuffs. Oh, I missed that Necro Rebel. Did you see the Dead Ringer from Invert? Apparently he burned the potion on purpose. That's interesting.
I can see that working. Like, I didn't catch what he did exactly, but I can see it working as like get kind of a weird teleport after the first hit, and just keeping him close. Keeping him from like charging far away. Just let him charge into you and then smack him.
Yep. Yeah, I can totally see that working. All right, and here we go, off and racing. Both of our racers picking up a bright torch to get this party started.
Very fast on one as well.
Yep, pretty much neck and neck. Seeing some bombs in there. And yeah, you can use that dragon to open it up for you.
Ooh, that tricky bounce trap from that blue slime, though. Doing some damage to Invert.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's so easy to overlook that sort of thing, because there's a green slime blocking his movement on that bounce trap, so you don't even really take it into consideration.
until it's too late.
Exactly.
Getting slimed. All right, if you'll excuse me for one moment.
Ooh, that is a very strong blood shot. I think Invert's going to kill for this. Looks like they're both going to kill for this. Pants accidentally blood drumming there instead of being the chicken, but it's no big deal. So, identical builds, but they're taking different routes on this 3-3. On this 1-3, even. Pants finding a Shriner. Nothing in there you want, though. Some stuff you might want to bomb, but no bombs on him. And so, yeah, spending some extra time in exploration with 1-3, getting nothing to show for it. So, Invert taking a little bit of an advantage out of this Zone 1. In fact, Invert also having a bomb compared to... Oh, but this is a really odd Conga approach. Worked out pretty nicely, though. That was a really interesting Conga strategy from Invert. It looked like it probably let him kill the zombies a little more efficiently by breaking up the Conga lines like that. I saw a lot of swipes where he was able to kill 2 zombies in one go. Perhaps some new hidden tech that that is just making its debut.
Sorry about that. I am back. Had to run real quick, but I'm back.
Well,
here we go.
You haven't missed much. These players are pretty much dead even. You can even see them getting the Lucky Charm at
that's ridiculous.
the exact same moment.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Making all of the same decisions, having the exact same build, other than that Invert has 2 bombs to Pancelor 0.
It's pretty amazing to think that this game,
Invert
which
going
is
the opposite direction.
Oh yeah, so you're seeing Pants getting a little bit of a lead there. What I was going to say, though, is this is getting to a point where the decision-making is, like, you can rate it. Like, this was a good decision, this was a bad decision. And as the players get better and better, you'll be able to see that everyone's kind of making the right decisions, typically. Obviously, there's going to be which is crazy for a roguelike. That's what I was going to say, is, like, amazing that we even have it this close. Because this game, it's, like, randomly generated. There's so much that can happen.
But
and that...
Invert finding a Shrine of Space that Pancelor missed. And Miner's Cap with the cat is so good.
Oh, it's so good. And he's going to be able to scoot. Now, he's actually doing a lot of farming here. It looks like he's going to be picking himself up some food, too. Going to have a couple extra hearts. I'm sure... Wow, the build has really changed now. There's also a heal spell on Invert's side. Pants wishes he has it. He's only sitting at half a heart. That blood drum is pretty much useless at this point. That was a protection
charm. Looking so good right now. Gonna be needing some food.
He's also got
the spooky sunglasses. Yeah, the sunglasses are gonna... Oh, there's a potion that he can't get into.
Can't get in there. How do you get in there? And he killed the nightmare that could have gotten it. Those bomb traps are just out of the way. Oh, yeah. He slipped and slid out of there. I would have so been farming for that. But I guess, you know, the pressure's on. This is a swarm. Now, he does have that shield spell, so we'll see if he uses it. But yeah, this is a 3-3 swarm right here. He's handling quite nicely. I always get myself killed when I've got the sunglasses. And not even picking up the protection ring. I mean, you might as well. You don't have a ring. There we go. Not that it matters at half a heart, but he might get some more health.
This is so scary. Oh, and he's also, it looks like he just cast the shield, but there's no animation. He got the bug that causes the shield animation to be invisible, which is so frustrating because you almost never know just when that shield's gonna wear off.
He got clapped. Youch. And that is gonna just make things so much easier for Invert, especially since he's got the health. He's got 6 heart containers and a heal spell, so he's gonna be scumming those heal.
Oh, but Invert!
What? Hold the phone. Let's see that in instant replay. I actually missed it. For some reason, I was watching my replay stream, and so he
just
is that the 3-3 swarm? Oh, he slid into a Yeti. Yeah. Wow. Double dunkage.
And we're back. Yeah, that's nearly simultaneous deaths for the 2 racers, so it's pretty much a new race all over again.
Back to the beginning. Holy crap. All right, that was surprising. I just want to reel back the tape. Yeah, these racers are definitely not going to both die in these races.
But see, now Pancelor, knowing that Shriner that he couldn't utilize before.
Nice. And that's, I gotta say, Pants is the racer I think of when it comes to dealing with shrines. He's the Shriner guy for me. He was the one who started to really kill Shriners, and I know he didn't there, but yeah, that's good. Shrine strats.
This is some really super solid seeded strats that we're seeing from Pants here, because most racers, when they go down in a seeded race, they just think, okay, where was the stuff I got? Like, where's the stuff I need? We'll just go back and pick them up again. We'll run the same build, but we'll just do it more efficiently. But Pancelor, yeah, the first run wasted a lot of time exploring the 3-3 and not really getting much for it, finding that Shriner that he couldn't use. He had no bombs for it. He had the Obsidian Longsword, so he couldn't do the throw strats with the no return. But remembering that for the run back and changing up his route to include that, just skipping that Obsidian Longsword altogether so that he can take the Blast Rapier instead.
Very smart play.
Really smart play on his part.
Yeah, and that Rapier is a potential for, 36 damage if he goes all the way with it? It's pretty ridiculous. So that's super awesome. Of course, with the War Drum doing up to 3 times damage. Actually, no, that's not 36. My bad. 8, 16, 24, 25. I think. Because it doesn't apply until... Oh, no! And we got an Elad Shard right there.
Oh, what?
Got Elad Shard.
Oh, wow! That is so trolly!
That was bad.
Was
that a wind
bounce,
spell?
First it was a Golem wind spell skeleton. So he could barely even see that there was a wind mage behind the golem until he killed it and got pulled onto it. And the wind mage was standing on a bounce trap that he couldn't see because of the golem.
Oh,
so
man.
The moment he killed that wind mage, the skeleton behind it moved forward and bounced right into him.
That is brutal.
Okay, we were just talking about how, when things happen in Necrodancer, you can almost always, pinpoint what happened and where you went wrong. That one feels kind of
that was pretty cheap.
I'm not gonna lie.
The funny thing is, the fact that he broke it actually allowed him to bypass invert with the throw strats.
Everyone's saying wind spell. That wasn't even wind spell. That was bounce trap. That was bounce trap. 100%.
Yeah, I played the wind spell sound, so maybe that was contributing to that. But, yeah, I've had it also where they're just standing on a bounce trap, and then when you kill the enemy in front of it, it just insta-tellies onto you, and it's so frustrating.
Yeah. DJC can tell you about that.
Yeah,
how he lost the first potential Coda win in the world to some silliness involving bounce traps and enemies getting stuck on them.
Yeah, you are absolutely correct. Yep, and that 3-3 actually was handled pretty nicely. I think the trapdoor into 3-3 made it a little easier, actually, it seemed. As you can see, here's 3-3 for Invert, and it's a spicy one. There's a lot of fun stuff going on, and I think 3-3 killed both of our racers with those Klappas. That was Klappa City there. Gotta get that Clap emote going. Oh, yeah, and that's a Jewel Dagger. Nice.
The build Pants has with that Miner's Cap, Blood Cat, and the Strength Charm. That's 2 damage cat, which is, I think, what they were both running last time at this point in the run, but with some health regen.
That's true. Yeah, nothing wrong with a little health regen, and also the Blood Drum's gonna help things out, giving them up to 3 damage. I feel like picking up the Jewel Dagger might have been extra good for Pants with that War Drum, but he missed it. He went the other way. Because, of course, you could get some quick kills on Deadringer. Finding Lead Boots, immediately jumping onto the Spike Trap. Smart play.
Oh, that's very good.
Picking up some glass armor,
glass armor there.
All right, it's coming together for Pants. Get your pants on.
And again, you're going to see the strength of the Miner's Cap Cat combination here. Just scooting right around the edges of the level, just kind of smacking things as you go.
Yep.
You barely have to stop at all.
Oh, but he got hit there.
As great as Jewel Dagger is... Oh, yeah, losing his best armor there, but as great as Jewel Dagger is... Oh, and find that Gigantism Scroll. That's exactly what he needs with no bombs.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even consider that. That's super smart.
The Necrodancer stage.
Very good, yeah. That's true. We do only have 1 bomb for Invert, but he does have Blood Drum, which is not super great. Because it's going to cost him a lot of health.
Blood Drum will work fine as long as he can maintain his health through the zone.
Can be hard sometimes. He did find some cheese there. And cheese it up, keep himself at a full 3 hearts.
Yeah, Pants keeping a lead right now.
There's
For the time being.
Sexy 4-1, yeah, it was Crow. Yeah, it was. Oh, and using the Telemonkey strats, I love it. I mean, you might as well, if you've got a shield spell, why not?
Oh, having no bomb to get potential. Oh, he could smack the gargoyle though if he really wants those leaping boots from the Shrine of Haze.
Man, I gotta say, Pants is really handling that room well with the 2 damage cat, and he is on to Dead Ringer already. Just behind his invert. It's hilarious because both of these racers have died, and yet here we are. Ooh, double rider spawn. This is gonna make us for a spooky. Oh, nicely done though, killing that green dragon, and he's onto his Necrodancer. So that wasn't actually that bad at all.
We're definitely seeing the difference in the strengths of weapons for Zone 4 here. Jewel Dagger, great and all, but it's just not comparing to the push Pants was able to make with that cat. And yeah, now we see him popping that Gigantism Scroll, just digging straight through the stage. No need for bombs or anything.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, take a note there, WN Bezer. It is Zone 4 it's an art. Zone 4 is very technical, and learning when to back off and when to push is super important. And I definitely remember GG late in the launch tournament. Jack of Games, an invert going down. Not sure if you saw the dot done or not, but Pants takes the second game. So again, we're going to see another 2-1. What I was going to say was I remember Jack of Games being one of the first that I visibly noticed that he was getting just a little bit faster through Zone 4 than everybody else. Really starting to figure out how you maneuver through the enemies, who you leave alone, who you kill, sort of finding the pathing. It's like a lot of short little forks in the road is the way you kind of got to think about it, and make your decisions based on that. Trying not to open up as many rooms. And we got the old 10,334 seed, classic seed, coming in hot.
Yep, it looks like they're off.
Indeed they are. So far, it's been a good run. Pants decides to reset after using his bomb. And Invert's going to use his bomb as well and take the glass torch, glass cat. Wait a minute. Oh, that's on 1-2. I was like, are these guys on the same build? Or on the same seed? And they are. It's just Invert was already on to 1-2, and now he's actually already on to 1-3. Moving fast.
I think I missed it, but I was just reliving the streams. I'm guessing Pancelor, the first run through, maybe went for trying to transmog his weapon or something, and it didn't work out for him because that reset, and then he just transmogged his sword shovel instead.
I think he saw his transmog and reset because he didn't want to lose his bomb. I might be wrong about that.
Well, he still went back into the transmog though. That's where he got his titanium shovel from.
Oh, fair enough. I guess shovel's a good thing to transmog on the first floor because...
Well, yeah, because that's still going to let you get into the bloodshot even though you spend the bomb on it.
Exactly.
So. But yeah, that reset costing him a little bit of an early, giving him a bit of an early deficit here. With Invert already onto his core riff. He's gonna have a pretty easy fight with those levitation boots.
Yeah, absolutely. Though this does give Pants a little bit of a chance to catch up. It's a much more dangerous weapon, but he's sticking with the glass cat instead of taking the obsidian spear. Didn't get the floaty boots, though. Careful. Oh, my goodness.
Yep, and there we go. On to Zone 2 for Pancelor.
Yeah, it's a good point. Was killed by it. Oh, baby. Ring of phasing.
That's it. Oh, yeah, I didn't realize we have a difference in luck here. Invert took luck, and Pancelor did not. And he gets a phasing ring compared to Invert's fireball spell.
That's true. I mean, fireball spell's good.
It's going to be pretty... Zone 2 can be pretty tricky, though, with the glass torch and that phasing. Those Zone 2...
white things.
What do they call? I can't remember which one the Zone 2 ones are.
There.
But there can be a lot of them in Zone 2, and you know.
And there's a lot of wall in Zone 2. You can get stuck
through the walls. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Very interesting difference in build here. I know Pants is going to be looking for trapdoors here. It's going to be the ability to get much more of an advantage. Of course, phasing with trapdoors is amazing, but also the fact that Invert can't take a trapdoor. Speaking of which, I see one there. Ooh, Glassjaw.
Oh, could really, bring the maximum sketches built by taking that Glassjaw. Looks like he's
maximum sketch. Opts not to. Hey, that's a vault there. Doesn't even want to take a look at the vault. I don't blame him. Invert is, though, and it is a heavy plate. Oh, that could matter. That could matter. That's
well,
nice
yeah,
find.
It looks like Invert just kind of taking a safe, tanky build here with the levitation and the heavy plate here.
And the levitation is
probably
putting him
banking
really
on
behind.
Pancelor taking a dunk here. I mean, Pancelor has a very fast build, but a ridiculously unsafe one.
Yeah, it's not safe at all. It's quite the opposite for Invert. Very safe. I wonder if he's building his build safe just because of the fact that Pants is racing so unsafe.
Yeah, could be.
Oh, and there's some nice boots pick up for Pants and a little bit of armor too. And he's all out of money, but those lead boots are going to pay off, saving him from goo and the slipping and sliding. Smart. Yeah, it's a super sketchy build, but Pants is really gaining like a huge lead here.
Oh yeah, onto his 3-2, and you know, Invert's still finishing off his Conga too.
Yeah, using a quick fireball to kill a couple of extra Zams, and careful, Pants. That's a lot of enemies. Blast Helm pickup though, that's gonna be nice. Of course, not as good as phasing on the Necrodancer fight, but it does help quite a bit. Zone 2 is white. Is gas Zone 3? So.
Ooh. Okay, yeah. Spending a little more time in that Conjure than I think is really necessary.
Invert?
Yeah, Invert's
Pulling
kind of got to
Pants.
push a little harder than he is right now. I mean, Pants is handling this build just fine.
Yep, he's doing just fine. And that's what I was saying right at the very get-go. I mean, of course, now we've got an Obsidian Rapier for Invert, but Pants opted to take the Glass Cat over the Obsidian Spear at the time. Now he's really thinking about using this Titanium Longsword. I think that's a pretty good choice.
Yeah, I think we're at this point realizing that he kind of has a pretty strong lead and should be going for a little bit of a safer.
Uh-oh, is he going to make it glass? He could have glass armor
Could
with
glass
the
it up. I mean, he would get glass armor.
Exactly, yeah.
So
But he'd also get a
not
glass
necessarily
jaw.
a bad decision. Oh, looks like he's gonna swap off phasing.
Nope,
He's
sticking
being
with
a
the
little uncertain
phasing.
about this.
I like it. I'd say stay with phasing. Oh, jeepers. Well, there goes his torch.
Oh, okay. Now at this point, you might want to switch off the phasing because.
Oh, yeah, no
phasing without
torch
a
at all.
torch
That's right.
is,
That's
It's
sketchy.
a little spooky.
Yeah. A war drum there. Getting some cheese. Yeah, now we're in spook territory, especially with the... Oh, hello. Hey,
And
nice
yeah,
handle,
with the-
though. Nice play.
With the time spent trying to like make this, make a decision on whether to
There's a
take any of
torch.
those shrines, take a different ring. Invert's pretty much caught up.
He has, yeah, he's on the same spot. Gets the torch. I mean, go back to your phasing. Please, there you go. You got it.
He has
Invert
to.
does
Yeah,
take
at
the
this
lead.
point, Invert's taking the lead, so he needs to go with that phasing. It's the only way he's going to make back the time.
Yeah. And he will go fast through this when phasing, because of course you're not going to be doing any digging. The digging does take up beats, takes time, so. He's going into these rooms for some reason. I don't know why. You're phasing, you just skip them all.
Just luring his boss.
Ooh, that
out of
wall
this-
pig
out of the
though.
monster.
And that
that wall pig
leprechaun,
kinda
too.
hurt a little bit. But yeah, Invert's still maintaining his lead for the time, so
Yeah, he is ahead, but it is going to be close. I mean, we got our Blast Helm versus phasing going on.
And under
Obsidian
dead
Rapier.
ringer.
Is it going to be too little too late?
I can still see this race going either way. Invert taking the time for lure strats.
Ooh,
If
interesting.
Pants goes for and not finishing off with fireball. That's really nice. That's
smart
actually
play.
that was actually probably
A little faster.
not as
maybe.
fast.
Yeah. Very nice, and a nice quick strat there for Pants, and both on the Necrodancer fight. And here's where you're going to see the difference. And it's not much, but I think it's going to allow Pants to slightly catch up. Ooh, not really. I mean, it's going to come down to teleports, and that freeze right there was really bad for Invert. Invert having one hit on, oh no, and Pants is going to miss a hit now. So Invert's already got 2 hits. Pants has none. These lures are failing miserably. Pants now at 1 hit, and Invert already at 4.
Invert down to his last hit. And Pants still having 4 more to go.
Yeah,
and
but some good
gonna be
teleports.
it.
But okay, I think this is gonna come down to the judges, as it is literally 2 beats behind from what I could see there. We got an 806 on one screen, and Invert immediately killing his game on the other screen. I have no idea. Let me go back. I'm gonna look at what we got here. We have Pants finishing at 838, and Invert finishing at 840. So according to the bot, Pants actually won that. What a finish. We have an 826
Oh, wow,
for
really?
Invert.